Yo guys, what's good, what's good, what's good? We're gonna get started here in just a little bit. Give me 1 second. We're going to be getting started here in just a little bit, guys. Going to get started here in just 1 minute with our meditation session, okay? Just remember, every single day throughout this 30-day challenge, we will be doing a meditation to open up the session, okay? Just be aware of that. For those of you who may have already meditated for today, give the stream about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, it's gonna do 5 to 10 minute session every single day that we do the stream. All right. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start the meditation, and this one is actually less than 5 minutes. So we're going to start real easy, and this is one of my favorites. So check it out.
Psst. This is your conscience. Today I'm going to share something with you that I put together for myself a very long time ago. If you don't believe in tapping into the mind, meditation, or the benefits of affirmations, or if your trading has no room left for improvement, please thumbs down this video and close it immediately. For those of you who are struggling with discipline, self-control, managing your emotions, please put on some headphones and enjoy. You are a disciplined trader. You are in control and focused at all times. You are calm and patient. You are humble and respect the markets. Tread cautiously, but with confidence. Cocky degenerates are part of the 90%. You are part of the 10%. Sit on your hands and snipe with a kill shot. Be selective for that one good trade. The markets move slow. Don't jump the gun. Your job is to react, not to predict. There's nobody standing over your shoulder. You are your own boss. Would you fire yourself for trading this way? Day trading is a serious business. This is a dream job with unlimited potential. Would you rather work in a cubicle? Be mindful, never be careless, always be self-aware, and most importantly, always give a fuck. Consistency is an equity curve that is a slow stair climb, as few trades as possible. Pushing and pressing leads to emotions, bad decisions, and impulse trades. This is a marathon, not a race. You are at your best with 2 to 3 trades a day. History has proven this over and over. The plan is 2R, all or nothing. This is pure probabilities. Don't be greedy, don't get rattled out. Remember Tesla and remember Weight Watchers. Long term, large enough sample size, the math will take care of itself. There are 3 outcomes in a day: 1 and done and plus 2R, 1 for 2 and plus 1R, or 0 for 2 and minus 2R. 1R a day is 20R a month. This is consistency. Everything else is boom and bust trading. If you aren't satisfied with 2R a day, you aren't happy with 40R a month. 1 and done in the first 10 minutes is a job well done. Pack it up and go enjoy your life. You deserve it. Amateurs give back a week worth of gains in a day. Gamblers keep trading after reaching goal. Remember the days you went from goal to max loss. Noobs do this and hate themselves afterwards. Remember the regret. Overtrading leads to being emotional. Overtrading leads to addictiveness and compulsiveness. Do not relapse. Overtrading leads to the Hulk. Your equity curve will have wild, erratic swings. Why would you watch the markets if you're done for the day? Do you prefer $3 in commissions or $300? Accept the red day or small green day. Tomorrow is another day. We live to trade another day. Fighting for greed results in high commissions and wasting your time. Don't force trades. The unintentional no trade challenge is something.
All right. Cool. Yo, chat, let me know if music's too loud, okay? Let me know if the music's too loud or if you guys can hear me nice and loud and clear. Let me know in the chat. All good? Perfect. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, today I'm going to run something a little bit differently. Given that today or this week is NFP week, we're going to take it nice and easy. Now, I'm going to pull up a quick image of this week's red folders. I don't really look for anything else other than red folders. Anything beyond that is beyond my understanding of the of the market, to be honest. Like, I watch fundamentals, but I don't watch every single news event. These are really the ones that I focus on, and even these I don't watch every single one. Just because it says US, it doesn't mean I'm honestly always expecting or looking for something to happen around those red folders. Okay, so Monday, we don't really have anything other than pound holidays. Just be aware of that if you're trading GU or GJ, right? We got Tuesday the 29th. We have 10 a.m. news for the dollar, consumer confidence, right? JOLTS job openings at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So more than likely going to be waiting for 10 a.m. or after for tomorrow. It's a pretty good approach to have for news. Usually, okay, my rule for news is if it's before 9:30 a.m. open, then I'll trade the open. But if it's after the 9:30 a.m., then I'll just wait till 10 a.m. But if it's before that 9:30 a.m. Eastern, then yeah, usually just take it at the open. Now, let's say the news hit right at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, I'll just wait for 10 a.m. Good example is going to be Friday. Friday, we have news at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So therefore, on Friday, I'm actually just going to be waiting for the 9:30 a.m. open, unlike my usual approach, which is wait till 10 a.m. I have found that whenever news hits really early, I tend to be on the market a little bit earlier. Okay. Now, just to kind of give you as an idea of what every single day is going to look like, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to run meditation. We're going to run charts, even on the weekends. Okay. We're going to run any questions, maybe obstacles, challenges that you guys may be dealing with. I'll give you guys some time and space to drop any questions as well. And, I'll share with you guys any new insights or investments that I may be interested in. Besides that, it's going to be a trading floor open for anybody and anyone to come forth and share their experience. I want to give this open space for you guys to ask questions. I know that my style of trading may bring up a lot of questions, maybe my indicators. Like, this next 30 days will be the time to do all of that. Okay. So I invite you guys to come through, share this experience with individuals, with other people. I invite you guys to come prepared with questions. I invite you guys to come prepared with trade ideas. I invite all of that energy here. So, all right, guys, news event, beautiful. We have a pretty eventful week on the second half this week. So we got red folders Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Very eventful week this week. Okay. And I'm going to go through the monthly one more time. Notice that the monthly has only 3 days left. My monthly objective was this previous monthly high right here, which was hit fairly like early in the month. I guess maybe like a week or two ago we did hit that. Let's see, just to be sure. 1 second. Yep. About 2 weeks ago we did hit that level. We hit that level, rejected, and then played around in that zone, and then eventually just continued to expand into the upside. So on that monthly, we're going to mark this out. Okay. And we're going to go to the weekly. So my new monthly for next month, depending on how this month closes, but it would be this very next high. I'll let you guys know if anything changes, but for the most part, on the first day of the month, I think it's going to be Friday. Friday the 1st. Give me 1 second. Let me confirm that. Yeah, it's going to be Friday the 1st. Okay, so on Friday, we'll revisit this monthly objective. For now, on a weekly perspective, I am looking for more longs. Overall, I want to see that higher high. That high get taken out from here. Looking at this whole entire range, though, if we had to acknowledge everything in here, okay, we have to acknowledge the old high. Okay, let's walk it down. The old high. Okay, we have to acknowledge the fact that we had this beautiful order block. Right, we had this beautiful order block. Then we had this internal liquidity. We've had imbalances right here on the left hand side, just walking price action down from left to right, from top to bottom. Okay, we have this fully unmitigated area here, being in this whole area being internal liquidity, 50% and above, having that internal liquidity right there. I'm actually just gonna highlight this this order block. Okay, and then what we're gonna do as well here is I'm gonna go. So that's everything in premium, right? That's everything that we see here in premium. Right here as well. Sorry, I like to mark out all the imbalances. All of the imbalances to me matter a lot. Okay, and I'm gonna take this for the sake of keeping it clean. I'm gonna take this out. Now I'm gonna put everything that is relevant to me. So we're gonna go grab this imbalance here. Okay, we're gonna actually that monthly imbalance, we're going to take it out so that for study purposes, I don't want to see it on the weekly. We got this imbalance here. So let's do this actually. We got this imbalance here, which is pretty big. Okay, then we have this weekly imbalance here. Then what else do we have, chat? What else do we have to the downside? Right, we have these lows, the extreme low. Okay, that's everything that I see within this range. There are a couple of things that we can definitely improve on here on the weekly. This imbalance here, previous weekly low. Okay, that's everything I see right now currently on the chart. I mean, currently in the range. Okay, I do see price action continuing to go higher. I am bullish on this. So currently, as of right now, because I'm looking for more upside liquidity, because I'm looking for price to move on higher, these bottom objectives, like anything in discount right now for me, is kind of irrelevant. Okay, so I don't believe that we're gonna go there anytime soon. It doesn't mean that we're just going to dismiss these areas entirely. No, we're just going to acknowledge the fact that they're not relevant to our current studies. Okay, so anything discount right now, I don't see price action going to discount anytime soon. The current range is this one, so I'm going to continue to follow within the premium range. Now within the premium range, I'm going to measure that from 50% all the way to the full high of the range, and that's going to give me my discount and premium for this premium range. Okay, again, measuring, I'm cutting in half the premium range, and that's going to give me a premium discount and a premium. So ideally, I'd want to see price action return to discount within this premium range. Okay, so I'm going to leave everything intact here. Probably the only thing I don't see us really going back to is this high right here. Okay, these imbalances I'm going to leave here just in case we end up, using them for future targets to go short. But honestly, guys, look, we left this imbalance here. We've left a lot of insufficiencies open. Until we hit this high here, I would prefer this insufficiency here stayed open. Okay, why? Because that would really just show you that price action isn't meaning to return to lower discounted price action. Price action wants to move to a liquidity objective. Right, wants to move through the liquidity objectives. And so for me right now, to look for longs, I'm not necessarily going to be looking in the weekly time frame or waiting for a weekly liquidity or institutional level to get tapped into. I'm going to be waiting more in regards of the daily. Okay, so now this internal liquidity, let's go over to the daily. You guys can see how all these levels end up playing out. Okay, check it out. We open on a Monday right here, low. We open 50% and below in discount. After we swept the lows, we run higher, then come lower one more time, take out Monday's low, and continue pushing to the upside. So we came into discount 1, 2, 3 times and rejected towards the upside. But look how we're rejecting. Look, we pump up, we hit premium, reject. We trade through 50%, and then we trade up to that weekly bearish imbalance. Then what happens? Price action rejects. Right? What's also over here on the left? Some daily insufficiency. Right? We reject, come back into discount, and continue pushing higher. We have an imbalance here. But look, when price action comes up and above this bearish imbalance, look how price action comes back into it, mitigates or comes out of that bearish imbalance and respects it overall with the bodies. Okay, price action goes up, climbs above this bearish imbalance, and look how the bodies are respecting the bearish insufficiency. Matter of fact, on Thursday of last week, look at the way the last tap into that bearish insufficiency on the weekly perspective to move higher. Okay, So as of right now, me personally, I'm looking at this as my range. Okay, as my daily range. And I'm looking for longs, guys. I'm looking for some longs below this 50% mark. Right? Maybe we come back to this high and reject from there. That high lines up with this fully unmitigated candle very well. We also have 50% and below internal liquidity. We got to think about that. Currently, we don't have any internal liquidity. This is our internal liquidity. Right? Now, for the sake of study purposes, I'm going to take out a lot of things out of the chart that I personally feel like we don't need anymore. Like, I don't think we need to acknowledge this weekly bearish order block anymore. We've already traded through more than 50% of it and closed with our bodies. Okay. Then I'm going to take out, let's see. No, that's probably it. I'm going to take out this high right here. We're going to take out that high right there, that old high, and we're going to look at this whole bullish order block right there. Okay. And that is 50% and discount of this premium range. So that's in discount of the premium range. I'd ideally like us to go down there before we continue to go long. Now, guys, here's where I want you to guys be very, very critical. It does not need to go there. Okay, within this range, look at everything. We have old lows. We have old highs. We have unmitigated zones. We have gaps. Right? We have that gap right there that we can clearly just move up from. So do we have to necessarily come all the way down to discount to continue to go long? No. I believe that if this next 4-hour candle continues to respect this gap, we're just going to continue climbing higher. Now, ideally, I'd like to see that low get taken out first. That's my ideal setup, is somewhere down here. Any questions, comments, or observations? I know I've never broken down charts like this, but I feel as if when I run through charts, I see all these things, and because I see them, I neglect the fact that other people may not see them as clearly. So I'm going to push myself and do the utmost of my abilities to continue to show you guys an in-depth, in detail way of how to view the market. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go beyond this daily range here currently. So this right here, since that's the low of my range, I do believe that if we do get back down here on the low of the range, we can mitigate out of this bearish imbalance on the weekly. So I'm going to leave that there as well. I'm going to leave this bearish imbalance here. Actually, I'm pretty confident we're not going to come to the low end of that. So we're going to take that out as well. Okay. This is my daily range with my weekly in place and my daily areas in place. Okay. So still bullish on the dollar. I'm actually going to journal this right on my chart, like right. Let's see all of this. I'm gonna take all of this out. 1 second. Just gotta keep it nice, clean, and sexy, right? Gotta always have some sexy looking charts. Okay, there we go. So in terms of the weekly, that's what I'm looking at. Some more longs into this high. Okay, give me 1 second as I note it. So I'm looking for longs, and it's longs into 104. And you know what? We're going to round that to 700. 104.7. Right? And it's that high right there. This high. 104.7. Okay, and I'm going to drop my link on my journal. You guys probably can't see my journal. That's fine. You guys really don't need to. I'm just copying and pasting what you guys are already looking at on the chart. Okay, for the daily, going down to the daily, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at more highs, but we could potentially play within this range a little bit more. So I'm going to be, right, looking at my daily like that. And I'm going to take a nice screenshot of that. Okay. That's my daily. I'm adding my befores and afters. Now we're gonna go over to Dow Jones. Now on Dow Jones, I have a shit ton of stuff, so I'm gonna take all this stuff off and I'm gonna start it all over with you guys. Just on Dow, Nasdaq, we're gonna go through everything. We still have another 10 minutes before 10 a.m., so still got time. Okay, let's go on the weekly perspective. I'm gonna walk through this one the same way that I did DXY, but just know that I'm gonna do it a little bit faster. Okay, I'm not going to explain myself too much unless there's questions. If you guys have questions, I welcome them every single day, every single time. Don't worry about it. Just ask questions. Okay, but this one I'm going to go a little bit faster. My range from this low to this high, and I'm going to go from the low this time to the high. I got this low right here. I have this gap right here on the left that we traded into already once. I'm going to look at everything within this range. And then I don't have it during the weekly, so that's why that got removed. Let's see. Let's see right there. Gaps. Let's do week. Cool. And then 50% and below this internal liquidity. We have previous weekly low. We have previous weekly high. That imbalance. That's honestly a really good zone right there. I'm going to mark that out with my imbalance right there. Boom. Okay, now I don't believe that we're gonna go to the higher end of this, but we may make it to 50%. We may just make it to 50%. So 50%, right at 50%, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like this opening of this bullish imbalance. Okay, I'm gonna mark that the opening of that bullish imbalance out. Maybe we trade back into it. Okay. I'm going to mark out everything on this range. Just know that I'm not looking for beyond much 50%. Okay. I do acknowledge the mitigation block. Okay. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge pre-old highs. But here on the weekly, I don't really see much else on Dow. Okay. So I'm going to take out the irrelevant stuff, though, that I don't believe we really need to worry about right now. Okay, hold on. Let me mark out the weekly. Okay, my weekly objective is going to be bearish, and it's going to be at 34,000 flat. I want to see 34,000 flat. So Dow Jones. Is this Dow Jones? Yeah. Is this 1 second. Okay, so 34,000, and then let me get my weekly link. Just gonna copy that on my Notion real quick, guys, as I have you guys here. I just want you guys to know that I'm constantly looking at news event. Hold on 1 second. I might be in the wrong one. Okay. Hold on. DXY. Right. Dow. Perfect. Okay, 34,000. Now I'm gonna go to my daily objective, my current daily objective. My current daily objective. Let's go through the range from this high to that low. Weekly objective, check it out. We have this imbalance here. Daily objective, sorry. We have that insufficiency there. I really like that imbalance. I really love this gap right at the beginning of the week at 50% of our range. I think that's beautiful. New week opening gap. We're going to call this a magic blue box. Okay. Do we have previous daily lows? Right there. 50% and below. And we have this imbalance. This was my daily objective, actually. So when my daily objective gets hit really early in the day, I'll make another daily objective, you know, if it's early enough. But as of right now, you know, unless we started really distributing hard, I would want this high to get taken out first. But I would, you know, I'm overall short for the day. And if I had to say, I'd say 50% mark, or the opening of the daily gap. So for today, I'm looking for shorts into that gap at 34,420. I'm gonna put that on my journal, 34,420. Okay, and that's how I journal. That's really, man, you guys are seeing how easy it is. You know, this is literally how easy it is. What else do we have here on the daily? We also have this candle that broke structure, swept previous highs. So what is that? That's called a breaker. Okay, that's about 50% as well. Breaker right there. So we have a breaker that we're totally dismissing it anyways. So I'm going to take that out. And yeah, I'm just going to worry about imbalance, previous high of the range, previous low of the range, and currently looking at the initial low of the day, or the 50% mark, to target these shorts. If we don't get shorts today, then, you know, I'm more than likely just not going to trade today. That's totally fine. We may just go long beyond the current range into this imbalance and continue shorting. I really would love to see Dow get back into this weekly imbalance. That would be the highest probable short scenario in my eyes, is Dow going back into this weekly imbalance and distributing. That's the highest probability shorts that I see. Any questions, comments, or observations so far? Awesome. Let's keep diving into it. NASDAQ. Believe it or not, NASDAQ I already did it all with. So on NASDAQ, I'm not going to go through every single thing. I'm just going to show you guys what I think on a weekly and walk you down to it, because I did this last night. Okay, so weekly range. There's the weekly high. I'm going to take that out. It's irrelevant right now. I don't think that we're going to go 50% and above anymore. We went 50% and above last week on everything but Dow. We did it on S&P as well. But NASDAQ did it the best. It took out that internal liquidity. So for me, I'm not looking anywhere beyond this current high right there. Okay, so looking at discount, right? Discount range. And I'm going to cut that discount in half. See how we're looking. Okay, 50% and above of the discount is the highest probable shorts for me. So now looking at it on a weekly one more time, I'm going to look for the low that we really didn't hit last week at all. So I'm going to look for first this gap. The opening of that gap is at 14,760. Okay, so for me on NASDAQ, it's the weekly objective is 14,760. Forgot 60, I believe. And I'm gonna put this weekly screenshot on my journal. Boom. Just takes 2 minutes to do. Okay, and then we're gonna dive into the daily and start looking at dissecting this. Okay, we have the old high within this range. So this is the 50% and above of the discount. So you want to see that. And it's also 50% and above of the daily range. So we have a couple of ranges here. I'm going to take out the daily range and we're going to keep that weekly just because it's so beautiful. And so we're looking at 50% and above for shorts. So we got old highs. We got this bearish breaker that we came back into today. Beautiful. We have this previous daily high that we came back and revisited within that bearish breaker. Then we have this previous daily high that we took out just currently we have this bearish imbalance. Again, a lot of resistance here for us to continue moving short. So I'm going to be looking for shorts today, and for Nasdaq in particular, I'm going to be looking at 50% and below. So this imbalance, this bearish imbalance here, the high of it is going to come in at 14,920. So my daily objective for Nasdaq today is 14,920. Daily objective is 14,920. Okay, that's my objective for today. And you guys can watch these, rewatch it, revisit it, study it for yourself. Or if you didn't catch the live recording or the live session, watch the recording. Watch this recording, watch tomorrow's review, watch the rest of the week. Watch how price action moves from these levels, from one level to another, again and again and again. It's very, very powerful. Yeah, I'm going to go super in detail with these breakdowns because I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see what I see. I want you guys to, train your eyes to be able to look at the way I'm looking at price action eventually without the fucking markups. The goal is to eventually have naked charts and we're just all seeing the same thing. You know what I mean? That's the goal. So we're going to be very detailed in this next 30 days. And as we move through the 30 days, notice how I'm going to gradually decrease the amount of detail that I'm going to be adding onto the charts. But I'm going to do that gradually. So I'm going to gradually take you from fucking bombarded drawings and it's going to look like Picasso came up in here, right? But I'm going to take you from that Picasso look to some nice, sexy, clean looking charts, okay? So, yeah. It's already almost 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's go look at the charts on the smaller time frame. The 4 hours looking really good on Nasdaq for some shorts. 1 hour is still bullish though. We're still very much bullish on the 1 hour. We can climb higher from here. 15-minute did distribute. We did distribute on the 15-minute. I don't see any insufficiencies that we need to take care of yet. No insufficiencies in my eyes yet. So I'm going to be a little bit more patient on Nasdaq. I'm going to wait for that perfect setup. And usually it's clear enough to see on the 5-minute. I'll dive into the smaller time frames only when it's clear enough in the 5-minute. Because otherwise you're just digging through price action that you've already determined to be unclear. Right? You've already determined that price action to be unclear, so why? You know what I mean? 1 second. There we go. Price action is extremely bullish on Dow. On Dow, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, look at this hold range, 50% and above. The only thing that there is a previous daily high. Now we took that previous daily high, but there's almost zero sign of rejection. There wasn't any like impulsive rejection. There wasn't anything that really happened 50% and above when we traded beyond this point. So for me, I want to see price action take out this high. Now we are bearish and price action can respect. And if that's the case, I will more than likely not participate. That's fine. 1 second. There is an imbalance here that I want you guys to see on the hourly as well. There it is. We are showing rejection off the opening of that daily imbalance. Okay. We are showing rejection off the opening of that daily imbalance. I'm going to take out this low right here. Currently, I don't really care too much about it. There's just gaps everywhere. So I'm going to mark out the gaps as well here. So we got bullish and bearish opening. Boom. I like to mark out gaps. Yeah, so I'm looking for Dow longs. I'm not going to be looking for Dow shorts. On the 15 minute, we're super close. Check it out. We're super close to that high. On the 15 minute, we have this bullish imbalance. What time is it? 10:03. Okay. This is the 10 a.m. candle. Okay, 10 a.m. respectively, moving lower. We have a nice 15-minute insufficiency that we're trading down into. We have another 11 minutes on this 15-minute candle. Only if this 15-minute candle makes a 1-minute accumulation will I take it long. Or if we come to 50% of that imbalance or below. But the 1-minute accumulation will suffice. Let's go look at the DXY. Remember, DXY is fucking king. Look at the way we're respecting the new weekly opening gap. Or what is that? That's Thursdays and Fridays opening gap. Look how we're respecting that. So overall, looking at more longs for DXY. Maybe we take out the lows one more time before we take off. Maybe. You know, I ideally would love if the indices would line up, because I am looking for longs on DXY and I'm also looking for longs on Dow. And I personally don't like to take the trades when that takes place. And if I do, it's just very low risk. For DXY, what is your intraday target? I'm not really looking for intraday objectives currently. I'm just looking for higher time frame objectives. So on a daily perspective, so on a daily perspective, I'm just looking for more longs. Straight out of this area. Just looking at more longs. Yeah, there's no major level of liquidity or support or resistance that we've hit. So I'm just looking for that first before I look for intraday objectives. But if I had to say, I would say that Asian high, easily achievable. There's another 50 minutes within this candle, though. You gotta understand, 53 more minutes for this candle to either print higher, lower, bearish, bullish. Okay, so if we printed higher, what are the chances of us closing lower? They're pretty high, man. But we'll see how this impulsive move ends up taking place, or if it even takes place. Yeah, this 1-minute accumulation does not want to take off. I don't think it'll take off right now either. May even swipe the low one more time. Probably. Could it take off from here? Yeah, definitely. All right. We can confirm that 1 minute accumulation after we took out these lows, tapped into the imbalance. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I would really love an entry, but honestly, I only see one confirmation, which is this imbalance here. And it's just not enough for me to take. Now, let me share with you guys some NFP notes that I have, okay? NFP week, if you end up catching a trade, personally I don't hold NFP. I don't like to hold anything NFP week. I usually don't anyways, but mainly on NFP week I'm even more cautious about it. I'm like always looking for like an in and out trade. I did like this imbalance, the second imbalance that we created. Would that be an overlapping confirmation? They're not overlapping, unfortunately. They are not overlapping, so no. But that 1 minute imbalance could do a thing. Yeah, maybe we come back to this like volume gap right there. And then end up taking off. Hey, good morning, brother. Good morning. DXY on the left, on the right. DXY respecting on that 1 hour. That's what I was talking to you guys about. So longs on indices just makes sense. We have this bullish breaker, so I'm gonna take it right. Dang, I'm not logged in. Give me 1 second. Damn, I'm not logged in, but I would have entered right there on that gap. Damn. 1 second. Let me log in real quick. I messed up. 1 sec. Alright. I gotta load my chart back up. Cool. I am logged in. All right. Dow wants to spike the low one more time. Tap into that imbalance. It's totally fine. As long as the 1 minute respects, that's really like all that matters. But where would your stop loss be? That's the question. Where would the stop loss be? Right now, it would be at that low. Just the risk to reward does not make sense. The risk to reward doesn't make sense. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient for this one. We're gonna be patient hunters. Look at the way that we respected that bearish imbalance up there. We're gonna be very, very patient hunters. Can we come down for the low one more time? Definitely. After another 15-minute candle closure. So that would be in another 2 minutes. One minute accumulation still respecting. You know what, guys? It might not be a trading day for me. It's just not. Things are not lining up. And honestly, I don't like forcing things. And I feel like right now, it's kind of forceful. So, yeah. Ideally, you don't want to force anything. You want it to look clear as day. I love the way that these bodies though are respecting that bullish 15-minute. Right, you got the 1 hour on the right, 15-minute there on the right, and then 5-minute on the left. We're building up liquidity. We're building up liquidity. I really like this. What if on Dow we just end up dumping for the rest of the day because DXY decides to just continue to pump, right? And then I'm on the completely opposing side of the market. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's like it's not clear enough yet. I crave clarity, and the charts can be very clear. You know, the shorts would follow my overall bias. And if we were shorting, I'm not going to short Dow, I'd short NAS. But there's no imbalances on NAS. You see what I mean? That was the only imbalance that I saw was on the 15-minute there. That one right there that I'm dragging across. And yeah, although, I mean, it is playing out. It's playing out to the T. It's not something that I initially saw with enough time to play it. right? Because NASDAQ 50% is right there, right at the Asian low. See how I really like this. Look, this would have been a good entry point right here, is the overlap right here. So check that out. So you have this 15-minute imbalance that swept that previous daily high, right? And then you also have, what is this? Remember our, what time frame was it on? It was on the daily, I believe, or the weekly. You have this imbalance on the daily. So what we just hit, okay, as an entry point was the high of that imbalance. So let's go back and see. Look how we hit the high of that imbalance within this bearish 15-minute imbalance. That to me is a really nice entry. Can we come a little higher? Definitely. Definitely. But this right here is the overall breaker too. So lots of things right there just kind of lining up for the bearishness. I just didn't see it initially. So if I was shorting, it'd definitely be NAS. If I'm going long though, it'd definitely be Dow. Now look, Dow hit that low. Boom. We hit that low. What are we gonna do, Dow? What is DXY gonna do? Are we gonna go long or are we gonna go short DXY? Drop it in the chat. Long DXY or short DXY? Drop it in the chat for me. Long DXY or short DXY? What is it gonna do? What are you guys leaning more towards? Jared said long. Zach said long. And I couldn't agree more. Yep, Harold, I couldn't agree more, brother. I'm long as well on the dollar and short, favoring shorts here. So Nasdaq is the one that I'd give my attention to, my love, affection, and attention to. Yo, Zach, I'm not gonna answer that again, bro. Just kidding. No, I'll answer that again. But just know that I've answered it like 3 times already. It said, yeah, give me 1 second, Zach. I'll answer that question here in a little. I want to see what price action ends up doing. Because if we end up taking all this internal liquidity, like, I wouldn't be opposed to that. You know? There's just no fucking imbalance. Long-term dollar, I'm looking at previous daily high, previous weekly high. Long-term, yeah, I'm looking at 104.700 even for DXY. For today, I would say honestly previous daily high. And then if we had to say intraday, definitely at least, I agree with Harold, at least to Asian highs. Sell to buy? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, but I agree with you guys. Everybody said long DXY. I couldn't agree more. So why the hell aren't these guys shorting? Just kidding. Let's go look at what price action is giving us. I stick with this imbalance here. Boom. I love that imbalance. Dow. You know, Nasdaq's going long. Why isn't Dow fucking long? I like this balanced price range here on Dow for the longs as well. But again, I'm not going to be playing it. I'm not going to be playing the longs today. Unless DXY respects. Let's see the 30-minute. It's just too much guesswork, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to guess. You can just fucking wait. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything. I've determined it. I'm not going to take it. I've determined that as of right now, I find it very improbable for me to execute on a trade. So I'm going to take my less probabilistic self into a more probabilistic environment. Okay, let's go look at sell to buy. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Zach. Oh, Zay. Sell to buy. This one completely missed that area. Okay. Damn. Dow longs. There it is. This is kind of what I was waiting for, is the shorts on DXY. This is really what confirms it. Look, we have 30 minutes left. Okay, and we've been chilling on a up close candle looking ass candle. Now price action is clearly struggling to go higher. Okay, clearly we're struggling to move any higher at this point. So I'd reassess and say that we're going to end up shorting off, for me at least, to this initial low of the day. Okay. Deeper into this candle or order block. So for me, despite all the liquidity to the upside, I don't think it's time yet. But there goes down. Your first target is this high. Final target is 34,730. 34,740 even. Yeah. Just gonna keep going. That imbalance respecting right there, that is super good bullish confirmation. right there. It's crazy. This is your super liquidity. This is your shift in structure. Okay, you have that. You definitely have imbalances. Okay, so that is a nice run from this imbalance right here. Yeah, it's about to pop off. I have no idea, Jerome, what MSS is. Market structure shift. Never mind, I figured it out. Yeah, that imbalance was it. I just needed to read it out loud, bro, and it made 100% sense. Jared said, oh, wait. Jared said, Nas feeling a 5-minute imbalance. Okay. Zerk said, I'm looking for 4-hour BC to potentially create a. Oh, God. I'm not gonna lie to you, Zerk. Like, I study ICT and everything, but I still have the hardest time understanding why this man over complicates imbalances. But BC is a buy side imbalance, sell side insufficiency. So I'm gonna read it like that. So Zerk said, I am looking for a 4-hour buy side imbalance, sell side insufficiency, potentially to create the low of the week, and then send us higher on DXY. Far Cry, yeah, but this consolidation means anything could go. Definitely, yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Especially because we've had major levels of liquidity already, so don't be surprised if we get some consolidation. Just like last week, we got a little bit of consolidation, but we ended up pulling through bullish anyways. Zay said, Dow, I was behind on the stream. Dow, damn. Ideally, I'd want this imbalance to stay open. I don't want us to come back to this imbalance. If you are in, my stop loss goes above this, below this imbalance right here, and I want this imbalance to remain open. That would really confirm that we are bullish and that we will remain bullish. Yeah, I mean, we can still go bullish, but I'd ideally like this to remain open. Yeah, and that's why I'm not in any trade. I haven't pushed a button yet. Jerome actually taught me to be more patient on NFP weeks. I used to not pay attention to that stuff, but you know, not paying attention to it makes you susceptible to being incompetent on those certain days, weeks, because then you just don't understand what's going on. But you know, when I see liquidity build up on the first week of the month, bro, I got my hands just fucking, you know, what was that guy's name? Birdman? You know, that Birdman? Like, I got that Birdman look in my hands, just rolling that Play-Doh. You know, I'm just waiting. That shit looks good. Consolidation at the beginning of the week? Ooh, let's go. Zerk said ES is attacking the highs. If that's any consolidation. Some nice smart money divergence. S&P comes into the 30-minute imbalance and it just keeps going. It's just playing in that area. Definitely not price action I want to be a part of. But if you are a part of it, trade responsibly. Either this is internal liquidity, or no, it's that one. Someone's calling me? Wow, I haven't been called this early in a really long time. Probably for that exact same reason, because I declined my calls at this time. We're gonna not answer that right now. All right. Yeah, I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, but this is my time to trade, man. Like, I look at the charts. I don't allow outside energy to invite themselves in. You know what I mean? I only allow as much as I know I can put up with. You know, I don't mind putting up with like the chat, but like, let's say a family member calls me, I know damn well they're not calling me first thing in the morning to say good morning to me. Good morning, sunshine. Have a great week. Like, you know damn well no one's calling you at 8 a.m. in the morning to see how you're doing, how you woke up, how was your dreams last night. Like, ain't nobody calling you for that at 8 in the morning. You know, if I answer a call at 8 in the morning, I'm gonna be distracted for sure. Doors locked type of energy, yes sir. Bro, my phone on do not disturb all day. Yeah, people do hate it, but I don't know. It's just priorities, right? Like, you understand that you will answer or get to your messages at some point in the day. They're just usually not right there and then. I think it's a trader thing for sure. If you're a trader and you have communities, your shit's probably on do not disturb or you muted the chats. So, good shit. Cancel out the noise. Zay says, same, I get impulsive when I get calls while trading. Yeah. It's like when I do a one-on-one session or coaching session, I enjoy the presence with that individual. And it's like, if now let's reverse the roles real quick, and it's like, now this individual, okay, let's switch the roles. Now I'm on a call with an individual, but now I'm like trading while I'm on the phone with this individual. Now let's change those roles. It's like, do you want my time or do you want my energy? Because if you call me in the morning and I answer the phone, you're gonna get 50% of my energy. The other 50-60% is gonna go to the charts. Right? It's the same thing. It's like when you choose to be on a phone call early in the morning and then you hop on the charts, you're giving that person 50% of your energy or lower. Right? Because you just gotta understand, it's like, yeah, I would decline that call and everything, but more than likely, the person on the other side of that phone doesn't need my time right now. They just need my energy. And if I'm not able to supply 100% of my energy to that moment or to that individual or to that call, to whatever it is that I'm doing, then I don't want to do it. Because the most likelihood is, you guys got to accept this fact, is that a lot of people don't want your time. They don't want to spend 2-3 hours with you. They want to spend quality time with you. Doesn't matter if it's an hour or 3 hours. Doesn't matter if it's 30 minutes or 15. But the quality of your presence is what they're searching for. You know, and if you're answering the phone while you're on the charts, you're probably 1, neglecting the chart energy, or 2, neglecting their energy. So Jared said, can you trade with family members around you? Do you need to isolate yourself during the trading time? You know what, bro? So this is such a good question. Look, me and my partner share desks, the desk space, right? Like we share the same office space. And so, not desk space, so like both of our desks are right next to each other, I guess, right? And I remember before, it used to really bother me. I used to just put my executions on my MetaTrader because I used to just not want her to hear how many times I would pull the fucking button, you know? Because my problem was over trading, so I was hiding the fact that I was over trading from my partner. And I noticed that slowly but surely she has more drifted onto not trading every day, and I really appreciate that because a lot of the times I have the office space to myself and I can do calls, I can, you know, take trades, and I don't feel like I need to hide or, you know, anything like that. I haven't felt like that in a really long time, of course, with my own partner, but there's times where just people just don't understand what the fuck you're doing, you know what I mean? And so to answer your long answer to your question, if it's my partner, I don't mind anymore, but it used to bother me. Okay? If it's my partner, I don't mind anymore, but it took a while for me to accept her energy being around. When it comes to anybody else, hell no. No, it's closed doors. My family does not hear from me, you know, till after I'm done with my trading session, which is at 11 a.m. It's like in 20 minutes. It's not like the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean? So, yeah, here in like 20 minutes, my trading session is basically done. I don't really trade beyond that. But hey, guys, like, I just want to say thank you so much. 27 viewers on our first day of this 30-day challenge. I'm going to continue to do this with you guys every single day. We're going to continue to break down the charts, meditation, talk about life. I couldn't agree with you more, Jared, though, on your question. I do feel like I need to isolate myself when I'm trading. Because if I'm in the same room with other people, I'm welcoming their opinion. I'm welcoming an external opinion in whatever it is that I'm engaging in. And if I'm playing video games, I don't really mind. If I'm watching movies, I don't really care. But when it comes to this part of my craft, some people may not understand. Some people that are not traders may not understand, but other traders will understand that your space, clarity is needed. It's not required. It's not a requirement. But privacy is a luxury that not a lot of people can afford. And so I look at it that way. I have the opportunity to have a lot of privacy while I'm trading, so I'm going to take that opportunity. You know what I mean? Which is why, guys, I don't stream every fucking day. You guys don't see me streaming every day. Now you guys will for the next 30 days. But usually I don't, because I truly do enjoy like solo trading. Like, that shit's cool, man. Like catching a bag 3-4% and nobody fucking knows about it. That right there, bro, is so welcoming, because at the end of the day, all the approval, the support, the love you need is from you. You know what I mean? And so catching a fucking bag and you being the only one that knows about it, you going about your day and your girl doesn't know shit, doesn't know that you just withdrew a couple bands. You take her out, you surprise her out for dinner, you just start evolving yourself with your own energy. You know what I mean? Because not everyone deserves that energy from you. If I sit here and start posting my profits every single fucking day, every single fucking week, every single back-to-back trades, bro, I'm telling you right now that I've been having this fucking issue lately. I'm gonna share it with you guys because I know that you guys will be going through it as well. When you start winning, bro, people around you are gonna try to get closer to you. When you start seeing success, when your energy starts shifting and it's noticeable, bro, that stuff right there, bro, it's contagious and a lot of people want a piece of it. A lot of people are going to want your positivity. A lot of people are going to want your energy. Or a lot of people are going to want your time of day. A lot of people are going to want your fucking help. Right? All I got to tell you, my advice to you guys is time is the biggest illusion. Do not allow somebody that's been in your life for a really long time take advantage of all the hard work that you put in. Okay, I have too many friends that always ask me for, free sessions or, can I come over and do this or can I come over and trade with you? And it's like, as much as I would love to help my team in that direction, no one was around when I wasn't winning. I was losing blown accounts by my fucking self. I was when I had to cry myself to sleep, I was crying myself to sleep on my own. You know what I mean? Not that I want everybody to fucking do that, but all of a sudden when you start winning, everybody's gonna want to come around. Success breeds these types of individuals that just want to suck the benefits out of you. They don't want you, they just want the benefit of being around you. And when you find somebody like that, okay, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Your intuition, your subconscious mind is almost 300, 400 times faster than your conscious thinking, than the person that's thinking and listening to me actively right now. But you see, your intuition works so much faster than your conscious thinking does. So whenever you guys get a bad feeling about someone right off the bat, right after they started talking, right after they walked into the room, that's your fucking intuition, man. That's the God and creator in you telling you, hey, bro, I've already I know you've thought about this once or twice, but I've already seen it 300 times. Trust me on this, right? Your intuition has already processed things for you 300-400 times before you've even processed it once or twice. Right? Some of us sit and drain ourselves with overthinking, but trust me, your subconscious mind has already done all the thinking that you need. Trust that belief in you, right? Like if someone doesn't feel right, they ain't, bro. You're right, they ain't. Right? Like follow your gut. I can meet someone today that has way better intentions for me than anybody in my life currently ever has. And that's a reality and a truth and a pill that everyone needs to learn to swallow. Today, you can meet someone with way better intentions than anyone that is in your life currently. Right? Do not let time, just because you guys know some time and blood, be the reasoning why you have to sacrifice things, why you have to do certain things. If you guys don't desire to do certain things, don't do it out of guilt, right? Don't do it for time, for the memories, right? For the good old days. Like, don't do it for any of that shit, please. Do it because it's like born in you to want to help this individual. It's within you to want to support other people, right? Now my givers, this one's to my givers. My givers that just give their time, give their energy, give materialistic things, that don't mind giving. I'll tell you guys, if you continue to fill other people's cups, you are probably continuously neglecting your own. Right? And honestly, bullshit price action. And honestly, guys, if you continuously give, you're just emptying out your own cup. You really are. You're emptying out your potential. You're draining yourself. Doing a lot of things that are like harmful to yourself. And you may not see it because it may or may not be visible right now. I really like this 1 hour imbalance. It may not be visible to you right now, but your cup is being drained. All right, my givers, your cup is being drained. Don't allow people to drain your cup just because you're so willing to give. Right? So, my givers, there's nothing against giving or anything like that. Giving starts the receiving process. Just make sure you're well taken care of before you go off and try to take care of anybody else. Right? Before you try to give your parents a vacation, make sure you got your investments correctly and set straight. Right? Before you buy your fiance, your girlfriend, your partner that ring, make sure that you can provide her that life too. Right? It's not just a fucking ring. It's make sure that you can provide them safety, secureness, right? Financial freedom. A ring is just a fucking ring. They're just gonna wear it. Right? But if you can change somebody's life, that's different. But you could only change people's life as much as you change your own. You can't teach somebody how to get somewhere you've never been. You can't teach somebody how to be happy by emptying out your own cup, right? So for my givers, remember, number one, you, then whoever else comes after. Because then if you take care of yourself, nobody around you, no one around you will be left behind. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. We have another 10 minutes before this hourly closes. Honestly, on DAO, I'm still looking for longs. I know it just seems like the opposing side to take, but I'm still kind of looking for longs on DAO. Out of this 1 hour imbalance that's gonna be created here in like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna hop off. I'm not gonna be on during that. I'm gonna be, I think, chilling. Yeah, I have a pretty easy day. 2 one-on-one sessions for the rest of the day. But I just want you guys to know I appreciate you guys for being here, hanging out with me and everything. The energy, like, I just, even if we don't take trades, just being here, man, like the energy is always so welcoming, so powerful. Your questions, guys, are always bringing up such good fucking points, topics, and I can't appreciate you guys enough for your time and space. Thank you guys for being a part of this huge part of my journey as a streamer. Going 30 days is very uncomfortable to me. I'm not used to streaming every fucking day. I'm not used to being on, you know, I wasn't born doing all this stuff. So I want you guys to know that I appreciate your guys' support. Even, you know, despite my growing phase, right? Like, I'm growing into the streamer that I want to become, and I want you guys to know that you guys being a part of this means the world to me. And so for that, at the end of these 30-day streams, I'm going to be giving away a 50K account to one of you. One of you guys is going to be going home with a 50K account. All right? At my Forex Funds 50K account. It's, again, I just want to get back to you guys. A 50K, a 20K account changed my life. And then from a 20K, I went to a 50K. So last giveaway was 2 20K accounts. This giveaway is going to be a 50K account, you know, and maybe here soon we'll be doing a 100K giveaway. But guys, I want you guys to know that you are everything that you've ever needed, that you have, and will continue to come across everything that you need to get to where you want to go. Right? There's nothing that you guys don't already know to get you to the next level. Just like that book says, there's nothing you don't already know. Right? It's all within you. It's all it takes. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning around the same time. More than likely going to be around like 9 a.m. Eastern this week. I'm going to be closer to 9 a.m. Eastern. It's going to be earlier sessions. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I look forward to our next trading day, our next moment together. And guys, trade responsibly. It's only Monday. Okay, don't shoot all your bullets. Empty the clip on a Monday, all right? Take care. Trade responsibly. Peace.